Today we're going to go over patient histories within PowerChart. We're going to go over the family history, past medical history, the procedure history, and social history. We'll start by logging in as a physician. From here you'll have to pull up a patient to look at their actual electronic medical record. And you'll go into histories in the table of contents. From here you can see we are in the family history tab. Within the family history, you can document histories using an actual family member or a condition. You can document the medical history of each family member, including the age and the onset. So right now, if you look at, we are in a family member view. You could also change it to a condition view or a family member view positive only. So within the family member view, it displays a list of the family members and their conditions. So you can see mother, here's the condition, coronary artery disease, and she's positive because we're in an all view. Or you can change it to positive only, and now you can see mother, it only displays the positive condition. You can also do a condition view, which the condition view displays a list of the conditions, and then beneath each condition lists the family members documented as positive. So to add a new condition with a family member, you can actually click in to add, and you will choose the condition. So if it's headaches and your father has positive for headaches, you can click in there and it actually marks it as positive, and you can pull in any important information such as the age, onset, anything that you would like to record for them. You can also mark it as negative. If he's negative for hypertension, you can mark a negative. You can also click up here and do negative or unknown for a father for any of these conditions. Another important piece to note is that you can add family members. So as you can see here, we can only see father and mother for this patient. We could add child, daughter, and then it pulls up that actual family member. Then if you wanted, you can mark them negative, and then I'll show negative for all. The next piece in here that's important, we can save this, is if you are coming into this patient again and you've already verified that their family history has not changed, you can mark it as reviewed for this last visit, and it will date time stamp that to show that the last update was on this date and it was reviewed by you and you verified that all the information within the family history is still correct. The next history we'll look at is past medical history. This allows clinicians to view the documents a patient's list of active historical medical problems. It works in conjunction with problem lists because as problems resolve, they automatically become past medical history, and they'll show up in here. So just to kind of clarify that more, if you go into diagnosis and problems, your problem list is down here, and that is across encounters. If one of those problems resolves, then it will automatically show up in the Histories tab, Past Medical History. Within the Past Medical History, if you were adding a condition, you can actually type in the condition here and add it into their past medical history, and you can put any important information that you would like to on that past medical condition. Another important aspect of this is you could right-click on the actual condition and add it to your favorites folder. Or you can also modify the past medical history. So if something was incorrect in it, you can actually modify and change, or you can cancel the condition. So you can also view details on that condition or look at other property items within that. If you were seeing this patient again and you've already reviewed and nothing's changed within their past medical history, you can mark all as reviewed, and it will timestamp and show that that was reviewed as of this last visit and you made sure everything was still correct and nothing's changed within their past medical history. The next one we can note is procedure history. Procedure history displays a history of all procedures the patient has undergone. Health providers can use it to quickly review that history for a patient. To add a past procedure, you can just do add in whatever that procedure is. Any important items to note on that procedure, the age, the date, where it was done, and that will add it up into here. You can also add a procedure to your favorites folder by just clicking add to favorites. You can name the folder and then add that into that favorites folder. So then when you actually go to add a procedure, if you go into your favorites folder, you can see that actual procedure right there, so you can click it more quickly and easily. You can also display all active procedures, all procedures, or inactive procedures within this view. Another, if you're seeing a patient for a second time or a third time and that nothing's changed within their procedure history, you can just mark it as reviewed and it'll update the last reviewed time to this current encounter. The last history is the social history. The social history provides a way for clinicians to view and document a patient's social habits that may impact their health care, such as alcohol, tobacco, or substance abuse. Within here, to add anything to social history, you can click add, and you'll actually fill in any specific pieces to their social history that you want to include within this patient's electronic medical record. So for example, tobacco, you can add that they're a current everyday smoker, the type, in this case they smoke cigarettes, tobacco use per day, the number of years, the total packs that they use, the age that they started. If they are not a current smoker, you put the age that they stopped, and whether they're ready to change that habit, and concerns about tobacco use in the household, and any comments that you want to record on that person. Once you've recorded anything, it will show up within the social history screen. You can also modify if you've plugged something in and it's changed since their last visit. You could modify it and change it to be if they've stopped smoking since the last time you see them. You can modify and change that information. If nothing's changed since the last time that you've seen them, you can just mark it as reviewed. It will update their last review date to this current encounter that you're actually seeing that patient.